It'll be 1 to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Go ahead, Dave.
Dave Rodman, NASCAR.com. Clint, could you speak a little bit to the experience in the rain at Montreal last weekend? The biggest challenge with the car is not necessarily the tires, and would it work for a Sprint Cup car here at Watkins Glen?
Yeah, it's funny. I thought about that all week. It was so much fun. It's so different, you know. I mean, we were running in the rain. It was pouring down rain, hydroplane and everything else. It was awesome. It was so much fun. But the thing we need to work on is obviously just being able to see. I don't think anybody was 100%, you know, maybe even 50% prepared for the rain, and nobody really ever thought it would become a reality. But it did. You know, when they called 1 to go, we were all coming around there. I bet everybody's radio was going, "What? No way they're going to do this." And they did, and, you know, it worked out pretty good. I think it was, you know, as I say, if it's fun for us, it's got to be fun to watch. And I saw some highlights, and it looked pretty cool. So hopefully, you know, maybe they'll do it again, you know, on a road race somewhere. We just need to work on the windshield wipers, our visibility, because, you know, as we saw, I mean, we're crashing on under caution. You know, you can't see. So need to work on that. But I think it worked well. We were up in Canada, a long ways from home. You know, it would have been bad to go back up there, you know, Monday or Tuesday, whenever, and rerun that race. I think so. I think, you know, here, Sonoma, if that opportunity ever presents itself again, I think it'd work.
Let's go back over here to the left, then we'll do Joe and Jim and Utter.
Bob Benz from the Corning Leader. Just kind of a follow-up with the rain question. Do you think the Cup drivers would be open to that, and do you think that there would be an appeal just because of the grind of the series and not having to hang around and race on Monday and Tuesday to drive in the rain?
I think they would. You know, it's pretty crazy. Some of them are worth a lot of money. I don't know if they want to go out there or not, but I had a lot of fun with it. I really did have a lot of fun with it. You know, the fans, I mean, nobody left. They were all toughing it out just like we were and making the best of a bad situation in a rainy day. So I thought it was a neat situation, and, you know, we made history right there.
Joe.
Clint, Joe Jennings, motorsport.com. Still on Montreal, based on your experience, what kind of suggestions for improvement would you have to officials, either with tires or other factors?
Well, you know, the tire, I don't know how much better you can make the tire. Maybe we can do some more testing, work on that. The visibility is what we have to work on. You know, trying to learning from the you know, the road racing, Rolex stuff and stuff like that. Those guys, you know, they were saying, Pruitt and all those guys were saying, man, it's nothing like that. You know, we can at least see. And you know, the windshield wipers, obviously, there's probably more technology than you know, old Willie's Jeep. I think it was the you know, the windshield wiper system we had on ours. So probably a little bit better technology than that, and maybe a little bit better defroster. Because once it was actually all right at speed. Once we stopped under caution, everybody's windows fogged up, and the heat, you know, wasn't able to leave the inside of the race car, and that's really when it got bad. So you know, just visibility.
Jim.
Jim Utter, Charlotte Observer. Clint, you are kind of in a similar position to some of the guys at Roush Fenway. You kind of are battling one of your teammates for appears to be for a position in the chase. David Reagan and Matt Kenseth seem to be in the same situation. Do you look at it that way at all when it comes down to it, as far as one or the other, or do you just try to focus on just what your team is doing?
You know, obviously he's one of them, and you hope that it doesn't come down to racing him, you know, or him putting me out or me putting him out. Hope all three of us are in it. You know, we're only, 80-some points out of 7th place. You know, 9 points out of 13th. So there's a lot can happen in 5 races right there. And, you know, I'm looking forward to both of us being in it, and all three RCR cars back in the chase where we belong.
Anything else for Clint? One question over here to the right.
Yes, Joe Mick from the Star Gazette again. In your short history here, you've run pretty well. You've had top 20 finishes, but what do you think you're going to need to do, especially with the chase going on, where maybe you want to get now into the top 10 or better? Is there something you've figured out where maybe, whether it's the corners or whatever, that might make you jump a couple 10 spots?
Yeah, I mean, definitely got to pick it up. You know, Sonoma, I've run well there. I've had two fourth-place finishes, and both times I've been out there. It's I just got to get better here. You know, Watkins Glen's been a little bit faster. I've had a lot more practice, and I feel like I'm getting a better you know, comfort level for road racing and getting better racer on it. So just got to keep improving on it and staying on the track. I mean, you still got to do the things. You got to finish these things. If you do, you know, if you stay on the track, you don't tear your equipment up. Easy on the transmission. Don't blow your motor. All that kind of stuff that's important that the good road racers are good at. You'll finish good. I mean, we see it every year. We have the ringers come in, and they're too hard on equipment, break their equipment, and you know, I end up beating them. So got to do that, but I need to get better. I need to just carry. This is a momentum track. I need to learn to carry a little bit more momentum up through the S's and the bus stop in the back, and you know, learning from those guys is how you do that.
Anything else for Clint? No, Clint, thank you for joining us.